I don't think you heard me.
Hey, what's up everybody, Matrox Gaming here, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about the 5 worst Dragon Ball characters that I could list. Now just understand that we have a lot of different Dragon Ball series to pretty much go over, so it was actually really hard to find 5 specific ones that I really didn't like, so just bear with me, all of this is going to make sense. But anyway, let's go on ahead and get started. So I know I could be talking about both the non-canon Paragus and the new canon slightly better Paragus, but for the sake of this video, I'm specifically going to be talking about the non-canon version from the original Broly movie. Now the reason I don't really like Paragus is mainly because he's quite potentially the worst Saiyan father ever. King Vegeta had honestly shown intense pride in his son Prince Vegeta, the Vegeta we all know and love, and pretty much told him, hey yo, one of these days all of this will be yours, which shows he had enough faith in his son to carry out the royal name tradition and was willing to guide him there. Bardock, come on, that's pretty self-explanatory. He literally sent off Goku to Earth so that he can survive and the entire Saiyan race can perhaps live on through him. Now we know he kicked Raditz to the curb, but in his defense, Raditz was hanging with Vegeta most of the time, so he probably didn't feel the need to worry about him too much. But Paragus? Man's literally used Broly as a weapon of mass destruction solely to kill Vegeta because he was as hurt that Vegeta's father was afraid of Broly for being born of a power level of 10,000. None of that had anything to do with Vegeta, but Paragus wanted to kill Vegeta anyway, just as a way of saying fuck you to the already dead King Vegeta, and pretty much forced both Vegeta and Broly into this whole idiotic vendetta against the king, just because he was as hurt that the king wanted Broly dead for literally being too strong for his own good, then wanted Paragus dead because he tried arguing about it. The worst part is that once Broly went legendary in the first Broly movie, he expressed both pride and fear of what Broly had become and pretty much resorted to literally leaving him on the planet to die because he couldn't control him, then literally got in a one-man spaceship before Broly noticed him. Now the tone for Broly killing Paragus in retaliation was sad, but it was much deserved because Paragus literally was just gonna leave him there on an exploding planet. Like, what? Bro, fuck you. And then Broly seriously asked himself right after killing Paragus if he really thought Broly was gonna die just because the planet was gonna explode, knowing he's the legendary Super Saiyan. Bro, get out of here. Paragus is a dumb fuck. Now, I know I'm cheating on this one, but come on. The Frieza Forest is literally some of the most incompetent groups of fucks in the universe. It's a wonder how Frieza didn't kill them himself, but I guess he probably figured they were useful for something. Still, it doesn't seem like Frieza had much taste in soldiers. Dodoria was a fat fuck who literally had no brain, and Zarbon was a straight up narcissist. Now, Zarbon did put the beating on Vegeta the first time they fought in the series, but then he put Vegeta in the rejuvenation chamber, forgetting that if Saiyans come back from near death, their power increases exponentially, and this is what made Vegeta get revenge on Zarbon. That was completely Zarbon's fault. And then the Ginyu Force is a little more in depth, but I'll briefly explain. I didn't have a problem with Ginyu himself, and actually in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Cooler mentions that Ginyu was the only member of the Frieza Force he actually respects, so that should go to say how capable Ginyu actually is. Burger is my favorite from the Force, so I have nothing bad to say about him, but Jace, he's a stuck-up narcissist like Zarbon, and I honestly hate when people are so stuck up as much as those two, like it's just ridiculous. Raccoon, that guy is weird as fuck. I can't give him too much shit because apparently he has a reputation for getting shit done, and he also beat Vegeta to near death also, so that goes to show how strong he was at the time. But his poses are a little extra. Like, bro, we get you love your poses, but yo, you don't need to be that extra with them. Then his voice, he's going up to you like, hi! I honestly think Raccoon is drunk most of the time. He's just a complete weirdo. Then there's Guldo, which I don't understand how he's even on the Ginyu Force to begin with. Granted, he has that cool ability to stop time for a little while by holding his breath, but that's literally all he has going for him. His fighting abilities are sorry to the point Krillin and Gohan made him scared for his life. Then bringing in Vegeta was just straight overkill. Yeah, not a huge fan of the Frieza Forest as a whole, I can tell you that much. So Babidi is probably the dumbest guy on this list. The man clearly had no idea what kind of monster he was gonna let on the loose. I mean, Deborah himself tried killing Boo because he saw Boo is a lot more dangerous than he came off to be. Like literally, Boo turned his ass into a cookie and Babidi just laughed about it. Deborah was literally his most prized underling because the dude was said to have the same power level as Cell, and Boo made short work of him. Literally, Babidi thought he was unstoppable only because he had Boo on his side, but when you take Boo away, what exactly can he do? Like, his father Bibbidi literally created Boo, more specifically Kid Boo, and even Bibbidi saw how dangerous he was. Boo by default is just a straight up psychopath who only cares about killing and destruction. There's literally a flashback where Boo almost killed Bibbidi and laughed about it, prompting Bibbidi to call Boo a pink idiot, and Boo turned around thinking to himself, "The fuck did you just say?" The East Supreme Kai killed Bibbidi because he brought such a powerful monster upon the universe, and for whatever reason, Babidi thought it was a good idea to bring him back. He had 15 minutes of fame with Boo, but once Goku finished battling Boo for the first time and told him he was too gifted a fighter to be controlled by Babidi, Boo basically made it known he was tired of his ass and literally punched his head off, and tossed up the corpse of Babidi before he destroyed the rest of the body. That was entirely his fault. Then he was in hell rooting for Goku to kill Boo when all of that shit that happened to him was all on him. He knew Supreme Kai killed his dad, so he can't possibly not know of the danger that Bibbidi brought upon the universe by creating Boo, and should have also known even Bibbidi couldn't control Boo. Mans didn't even know what Boo looked like when he came back. Babidi is so stupid, bro. So everything I said about Babidi is multiplied by 2 when it comes to Dr. Gero. I say that because Dr. Gero literally created 2 abominations, both of which were too strong for his own good. He stated that the last time he tried activating 17 and 18, those 2 were ignoring him so hard that they almost killed him or something. So he shut them down, and I understand after desperation to kill Goku and all of the main cast, he felt it was necessary to activate them again. But still, he should have at least been well aware of the danger he was in simply being around them. Yeah, he had something to shut them down if they went crazy again, but 17 literally went Swiper the Fox and took it off his hands. Like, the man literally could have come up with a backup remote or something in case something happened to the first one, but I mean, I guess. The thing about Dr. Gero is that he's so stupid, yet he thinks he's so brilliant for creating killing machines, yet not even understanding that they could kill him as well. And then he ended up getting killed by 17 just for being a salty old fuck, and 17 basically said, "Fuck you, you're dead. Congratulations, you played yourself." The worst part is, that wasn't even enough for him to get the hint. In GT, he teams up with Dr. Mew to create Hellfighter 17 and then had them create Super 17. And guess what? There's a deja vu moment where Super 17 kills him again for the second time. 17 is seriously one of my favorite Dragon Ball characters ever, so seeing him kill Dr. Gero was satisfying to see. But literally, man, you got killed by your own creation twice. Dr. Gero is a dumbass, man, I'm telling you. So it may kind of be weird to see a character somewhat forgettable as Ice Shenron as my number 1, but hear me out. Ice Shenron is seriously one of the most powerful characters before Dragon Ball Super was a thing. Compared to his twin brother Nova Shenron, who is seriously my favorite of the Shadow Dragons, Ice has the ability to lower his body temperatures far below freezing. And it's a pretty overpowered ability because likewise with Nova, who can heat up his body temperature to above the temperature of the sun, that makes physical battle with him nearly impossible. But the thing is, Ice Shenron is a pussy. You got one of the most overpowered abilities in the whole franchise, but yet you are seriously the biggest sack of bitch in the franchise simultaneously. The dude literally took away Goku's eyesight mid-battle, yet had no idea that was gonna raise Goku's other senses to a much larger scale, and Goku made him look like a little bitch for it. Like, honestly, I don't even think the Dragon Fist was even needed to kill this guy. Most of the other villains in Dragon Ball had some sort of pride or dignity, but Ice, as soon as the tables were turned on him, he shit himself and died. All the other villains had some sort of last resort when they basically said, "Fuck this shit, I'm killing you and the planet with this." Ice didn't have none of that. What he ended up getting was a fist through his chest and then a dragon fist. He makes himself out to be the strongest of the dragons, yet had to resort to using cheap tactics that even disgusted Nova. None of them ever worked either. Under that smug exterior, he's just a pussy ass little shit who never amounted to nothing, and that's why I put him on number 1. But yeah, that's it for my top 5 worst Dragon Ball characters list. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and me ranting about all 5 of these characters, and if you did, leave a like on this video and leave a comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel because, you know, I do these kinds of videos, you know, pretty often, and I intend on doing more kinds of these videos when it comes to like Naruto characters or DC characters or anything like that. So if you want to see that, just go on ahead and leave a like on this video and leave a comment. That's pretty much it for today, guys. Matrox Gaming out. Peace.